Hey everybody, welcome to the second video of day 98 here on the 100 to 2020 challenge. For the first time ever, we're doing two videos today. So first I talked about life and just sort of the different life stages. Today, or now, I want to talk to you about the bell curve. If you've taken any standardized test, whether it be the SATs or MCAT, GMAT, LSAT, whatever, or many colleges do this, institutions want to grade on a curve. And I think that's a really terrible way to teach young people about success and achievement in life. So when you grade on a curve, if you're not familiar with the curve, this is a standard bell curve where it's supposed to have even distribution amongst the different segments. So here you have the average or the mean of the test scores, and only a couple people are supposed to have the highest score, and only a couple people back at the end are supposed to have the lowest score. And so, you get these relative metrics like percentile. When you take the GMAT to get into business school, for example, not only is your raw score out of 800 important, but people always want to know, well, what does that mean in terms of percentile, meaning of the bank or the population of students who've taken the exam before you and with you. How did you do relatively speaking? So if you're in the 90th percentile, let's say, that means that you've scored better than 90% of the other people, in that test group. Here's the terrible part. That's not the way life works. Life is not on a curve. There's no one person in life that achieves, which is awful because that means that somebody has to be at the bottom. This right here is a definition of the scarcity mindset that I think plagues a lot of our communities and our mindsets today. Everybody can win. Everybody can thrive. There's not a finite number of seats at the top. There are not a finite number of achievements or, happy people or successful people or good people that can exist. I think when we use the bell curve, particularly from an early age of students, to teach them that this is how you're supposed to do, and you have to beat out your classmates or beat out some sort of population to be better than them. We're not teaching them the life skills that you have to be able to bring everybody along, and that there is room at the top for many people, and that if there are no seats at that table you want to be at, that you can add a chair, you can elongate the table, you can build a new table. I think this is a lesson that many of us learn later in life, and unfortunately for some rarely do ever. But treating life and success and happiness and all the things that come with life is not on a bell curve, should never be on a bell curve. There's room at the top for everybody, and we should work to minimize the people at the bottom of the bell curve, because the bell curve, by definition, means that for every 100 percentile person, that there is a 0 percentile person, and that's not the way the life works. I'm sure most of you watching this video have had taken a test like this, and if you're at the bottom, it just makes you feel like crap. If you're in the middle, what does that mean? There's no average human being. There's 7 billion people out there. There's no average of anything. So, as you're reflecting on the end of the year, as you're making plans to go have your best year ever in 2020, don't forget, life is not on a bell curve. There's room at the top for everybody. We can all succeed. We can all achieve happiness. We can all make ourselves proud and do what we are meant to do here on this earth. So let me know in the comments below what life lessons that you've learned. And please share with me, on my new project, onedayinOneyear.com, where we're going to do a 1 year, 366-part podcast starting next Wednesday, where every episode will be 3 minutes and 56 seconds long. Learn more about it at onedayinOneyear.com. Thank you so much. We're getting near the end. 98 down, 2 to go. And thank you for joining me on this journey. See you soon.